now in made-for-you meals for just $6 every day. Pick from tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and many more. Add in a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. All that for $6. Value made simple at your Benton West City Subway. The Rangers enter the game with a record of 31 and 2. And the Centralia Orphans come in with a record of
21 and
9. And we head into this broadcast tonight. I welcome in my friend Tom Wheeler. And Tom, I think when you look at these two teams, these two programs, through the years, through the decades, Benton and Centralia, a lot of pride, a lot of tradition, and just a lot of love for basketball in both communities.
Yeah, I redid some checking after our game Wednesday night, and Centralia, as of 2016, was the winningest high school basketball program in the nation, not just the nation. And I think for 2 days now, since yesterday and all day today, the true, what I call old-fashioned, old-school basketball fans have been talking game when they played Centralia. Was it in the Centralia Holiday Tournament, etc.? And I think that, I think the gym would have looked pretty close like this if this was just the last regular season game of the year, Jim.
Absolutely. Huge crowd on hand here tonight. Standing room only, and they are already lined up on top around the rails, and every seat across the way is jam-packed in here. So we're expecting 3,000 plus. I want to remind you, you can join us online. First of all, WQRL 106.3. You can also join us online at WQRLradio.com. You can join us on YouTube. Go to the Benton High School website, and you can find the link there. And you can watch online as live streaming with our audio with that. So a lot of different ways to watch this and enjoy this basketball game tonight. This Benton team has already notched its name in the record book, but they go after win number 32 tonight, and with a win tonight, Benton would have only one team in the history of Benton High School with more wins. That would be the 1933 Benton Rangers, who went 35-1. So been a storybook season for the Benton Rangers, and we certainly think this game, Tom, has the ability and the potential to be a true classic.
Yeah, there's no doubt that a lot of people has looked forward to this, and let's face it, this has been a fairy book tale for the Benton Rangers, who had a great summer, and they just take one game at a time, and all of a sudden, man, they're one game from the Super Sectional in Springfield.
I had a chance to talk with Benton coach Ron Weinmiller prior to the game here this evening. Let's listen to Coach Weinmiller's interview. We're joined now by Benton Ranger head basketball coach Ron Weinmiller. Ron, before we get started tonight about the matchup with Centralia, let's talk a little bit about sectional championship basketball. Certainly in the high school sports calendar, I'm talking all sports, nothing more exciting than a sectional championship game.
Well, I just told the kids about 5 minutes ago, this is the last true high school game you're going to play, because from now on it goes to a college venue. So this is the last high school atmosphere that you're going to get, and to me this is the neatest, most fun game in the whole state series in the sectional championship.
Your team comes off with a very exciting victory over Cahokia on Tuesday night and match up against the Centralia Orphans tonight. And Ron, when you're talking about high school basketball in Southern Illinois, Benton and Centralia, two storied programs, with a lot of history, a lot of tradition.
Yeah, a lot of history and tradition that are intertwined. You go back to the 60s and the 70s with those Centralia Holiday Tournament matchups in the postseason. I think if you'd ask Coach Heron about some of those teams, he talked about Carbondale and Centralia right off the bat. And I think this is one that a lot of old-timers, so to speak, are really excited about.
When you look at this matchup tonight against Centralia, certainly Dawson Berry's an outstanding player, but a kid I kind of like to refer to on Wednesday night against Breeze, he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink is Javon Williams. So talk about this matchup tonight, some of the key players for Centralia, how you'll handle that.
Well, I think it starts with Berry and his ability to score, but I think you're exactly right. We got to do a good job with Williams and not let him kind of gash us and gap us and start being athletic and spinning and getting to the rim. And that's way easier said than done. And I think the second part of that is, you got to be very aware of where Maines is, because I think he's as good a catch and shoot guy as we'll see. And then Keeler's a great athlete, and then Lowe makes just enough shots to keep you honest. But it's really those five. They don't like to sub a whole lot, so we'll try to get the tempo in our favor and not let them grind us down to a 35-33 game and see if we can't maybe get out and set the tempo early.
I know what the answer is going to be because I ask you every game. But as far as keys go tonight here, name me 2 or 3 things you think Benton has to do in this game to move on to the Super Sectional in Springfield on Tuesday night.
I think the big thing is, we got to rebound. Same thing we said for 33 games. We got to rebound, and their guards. I think Keeler's is good offensive rebounding guard, just like we saw from Cahokia on Tuesday night. And the other thing is, I think the pace of play, the tempo of the game. I think those are the 2 big things that we got to get in our favor if we do. The third thing is we got to make some shots. Make it sound simple, but we got to put the ball in the hole. We haven't shot the ball well since really the first half against Marion, so we got to make some shots and do those other couple things, and I like our chances.
And final question, Ron, on a personal level, you speaking for you yourself and for your team, it has to make you guys feel very special and just a great feeling to see the buzz in the community and just the excitement that's kind of gripped the community of Benton over the last few weeks.
Well, I'm humbled, I think, is what our kids would say, because I think they've kind of been awestruck a little bit by it. Just you go around school and it's not the kids that you would expect that are excited, and you'll see one of our guys talking to somebody and they'll be like, they're really excited, and you see the expression on our players' faces, and I think they've been very even-keeled through this, and that's the thing I've been most pleased with them, and as a result, I think they've played that way as well.
That's Benton Ranger head basketball coach Ron Weinmiller. Ron, we look forward to chatting with you after the game. Good luck tonight against the Orphans.
Thank you, Jim.
We'll chat with you after the game. Good luck tonight against the Orphans.
Thank you, Jim.
We'll be back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with more of our Benton West City Subway pregame show back after these very important messages. $500 to open and obtain APY. Back to Benton Rangers basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with Tom Wheeler. I'm Jim Urine. Again, glad to have you alongside with us tonight here for Ranger basketball. Jam-packed Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Biggest crowd I've seen in here in decades. I mean, they are jam-packed in here, standing on the top, standing at every exit, and just a huge crowd on hand here tonight. And Tom, let's go ahead. We talked about with Coach Weinmiller, but let's talk about the personnel. And I think really the key, and everybody I've ran into that's watched Centralia play, certainly Dawson Berry with the outside shooting. He's 6'4". He's a problem inside, outside. But I think the guy you really have to keep under wraps that you can't let go coast to coast is Javon Williams.
Well, I tried to figure out last night, you're preparing for this, and I wanted to try to explain it to people, especially on the radio, that doesn't get to see this guy. How would you describe Javon Williams? Well, one, he's a great basketball player, and two, I would have gave anything to be built like that when I was 17 years old, I can tell you that. I mean, he's the type that there's no doubt he's the catcher in baseball. He's definitely got to be a linebacker or a quarterback or running back. We should have checked on that. But besides being so quick and gifted as a basketball player, Jim, he's extremely strong. And I think Ronnie is what he meant is the Rangers have got to get on the backboard, because against Bree Central Wednesday night, at one time they took 6 shots and just kept getting the rebound. And I think that's a lot of the strength of Centralia.
And Tom, that's one thing about this Benton team. We've talked about it since the Marion game. Benton's given up a tremendous size advantage in Marion against Carbondale and against Cahoga, yet Benton has held its own and actually has led the other team in rebounding in all three of those contests. So certainly Benton has heard the cry of their coach, rebound, 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 and I think it will hold true again tonight.
Well, and if you go back, first night we were in the Goreville tournament 19 months ago, whatever it was, and we said then, can they rebound with anybody? Actually, against Hamilton County, we were worried, can they rebound with them? But the trouble with that, Jim, is we sort of question, can they? But there's a couple of these Rangers don't realize they're only 5'10". Timmy Henson's only 6'1". You know, Parker Williams is only 6'2". He doesn't realize he shouldn't be rebounding, and they do it.
And when you talk about Javon Williams, I asked Coach Weinmiller, okay, I know you're going to match him up with, but I want you to tell me, and of course he's going to go with Hamilton Page. We talk about Javon Williams being strong and a gifted athlete. Hamilton Page equals him in that, and the quickness, and I think Hamilton will be in his face the entire game, and I think when Hamilton comes out, you'll probably see Gary Gwynn get a little bit of him, and I think that's how Benton will try and defend. I think also the matchup with another kind of the X factor for me for Centralia is Jordan Maines. He's a nice player. He's kind of the third cog in the wheel. Dawson Berry's going to get the first look. And Javon Williams is going to kind of take care of the offense, run the offense. But Jordan Maines is a very gifted athlete, and Benton will have to keep him under control. On the outside, hitting shots for Benton will be key tonight, Tom. Being able to connect on the outside. How good can Centralia defend the three-pointer?
Well, I think, and I did get some research on this, they said Coach Lee Bennett's team, they have never seen a team that only shot 4 3-pointers like they did Wednesday night. So I think they're definitely going to shoot. And if you remember, there's a kid named Jonathan Keeler. He's a 6'1 junior. Towards the end of the game Wednesday night, they went down and alley-ooped him, and he showed that he's got some hoop, Jim. So he's got some hop, and he'll go to the hoop, and it should be just a really, really great high school basketball game with a trip to Springfield Super Sectional on the line.
The Benton Rangers and the Centralia Orphans, and probably by our estimation, the last time these two teams met was probably during the 1991-92 basketball season. The last year that Benton was in the South 7. I would imagine that that's the last year. But through the years, Benton and Centralia have had some storied matchups, Tom, dating back into the 60s at the Centralia Holiday Tournament, and you can't mention Centralia basketball without talking about Trout Gymnasium, maybe
Trout,
the greatest all-time basketball facility ever in Southern Illinois. I mean, it's a legendary facility and now closed. But you think about Centralia basketball, you think about that. But some great matchups between these two teams. We said it against Carbondale, Tom. Benton and Carbondale had great matchups, and we hope that one would be the same. It was. Benton and Centralia have had great matchups, and we think this has potential to also match up in some of the great games in the past.
Well, I've told you before that we went on the air. My greatest thrill was taking my wife and Coach Carnes and Patty, and we went up and watched Centralia and Benton play when our man Jeff Carling was there. And back then when Jeff Carling, you know, he had the long hair and Rich Harrod had the short. And I actually talked to Coach Carling today down on his way back to Florida and I said, well, how did you love playing against Benton? He said, well, I loved it because when I went in the gym, the Benton's cheering section would yell, we got the scissors, we got the chair, all we need now is Jeff Carling's hair. and remember, that's when he made a bet that if Centralia wins, Rich Herring, you got to let your hair grow for a year. And if Benton wins, I'll get mine shaved, and you can cut it after the game. But you can imagine what Coach Herring said.
Carling's darlings, and that was in the mid-'70s. And that was some of those great matchups. I recall seeing a game back in 1974, 75 season, when Benton went 27-1. Rob Dunbar blew a knee out here. But Benton was down 10 to Centralia at halftime at Trout Gym, and Billy Smith with 4 fouls at halftime. Smith played the entire second half and didn't foul out, and Benton came back and won the game up there. So some great matchups through the years, and I think that's you see this crowd in here. They're anticipating that again tonight. I want to remind you again that our pregame show, as always, as it has been this is the 33rd game of the year for us. The Benton Rangers pregame show brought to you by our friends at your Benton West City Subway. Stop waiting in line anytime you have a craving for Benton West City Subway. Order online at order.subway.com or download the Subway app Order and pay online. Pick up your food. No waiting at your Benton West City Subway. Tom, let's talk about your keys to the game tonight.
Well, I think there's no doubt they got to stop Javon Williams. He's the whole key. And I think if I was in Lee Bennett's shoes, and I've seen him 32 games, I think I'd stop Timmy Henson. I would make somebody else do something different, I think also from Centralia's side, they've got to stop our three-point shooters, because as we were to Carterville last week and through the week, when you run into somebody, you run into all these great coaches on the sideline, and they say, don't these teams know that Oxford and Wills and Henson can shoot the three? And it sounds easier to stop them, but I think Benton has got to be patient and run their offense and get the shot Coach Weinmiller and Coach Thomas wants. That's the biggest key. Rebounding, they're going to rebound. They're going to screen out. I just don't want Centralia to take that 3 and 4 and 5 shots at a time.
Our keys to the game, as always, brought to you by Heartland Office Supply, 111 Lawrence Street in Benton. From paper clips to office furniture, Heartland Office Supply, your one-stop shopping spot for all your office supply needs. Heartland Office Supply has it all. Visit online, heartlandofficesupply.com, or give the good folks at Heartland a call, 618-435-4264. That's Heartland Office Supply, located at 111 Lawrence Street in Benton. They bring you our keys to the game here in this sectional championship matchup between the Benton Rangers and the Centralia Orphans. The winner of this game advances to the Springfield Super Sectional next Tuesday night to match up against the winner of Springfield Lanphier and Mount Zion, who play tonight in Effingham. We are getting set for our national anthem here at Rich Aaron Gymnasium, and again, what a joy it is to be with you tonight, not only on WQRL Radio on 106.3, but also WQRLradio.com, streaming online, and also through the wonders of the internet, streaming through YouTube. Go to the Benton High School website, and you can get the link there, and you can watch the game online, hear the audio from WQRL. We're going to have a presentation here tonight. The officials tonight, Rod Taylor of Belleville, Jim Calzin of DuQuoin, and Ray Wesley of Alton. And Ray Wesley, this is his final high school basketball game. He's going to end a 40-year career in officiating here tonight. And everybody in the gymnasium are on their feet. And they're presenting a trophy to Ray Wesley of Alton. And a game basketball signed by both teams. So what a great gesture here tonight of sportsmanship for Ray Wesley, ending a 40-year career as an official here tonight at this. And what a great note to go out on, Tom, with a crowd like this and a game like this. Yeah,
and I talked to Dick Dietz this afternoon, and one of the things he's worried about is all the veteran officials that are going out, and not a lot of young ones are coming, Jim.
And we're getting set for our national anthem. Back to Rich Aaron Jim in 90 seconds.
Plans. We all have them. We make them. We stress and fret over our workday, our days off, our commitments. We put a lot of time and worry into our plans. So why is it that we often leave our biggest plans?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Saint was that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the
Jim Urine again. Happy to have you alongside with us tonight. We continue on with our Benton West City Subway pregame show. We're going to have our starting lineups, and I'll turn it to my friend Tom Wheeler. Tom, get us the starters for tonight's matchup here between Benton and Centralia.
Okay, here we go for the Centralia Orphans. They're 21-9 on the year. Their head coach is Lee Bennett, and I don't know if you realized, Jim, but Lee Bennett learned all his basketball from a Benton Ranger. Ron Smith at Alton, Lee Bennett was assistant, moved up to head coach, and so a lot of what he does, he learned from Smitty, a Ranger. They're going to go with a freshman. He's 5'7". He got 5 points Wednesday night, Jamie Long. 6'1" junior, Jonathan Keeler. He only had a couple free throws, but he'd hit them late in the game. Dawson Berry. He's a 6'4" senior, and he's the one we've talked about. And Waltonville people will remember his mother, Angie Berry, Angie Hamilton, who actually scored over 2,000 points. I got that message from Ed Belva. Barry Dawson's average is 16 points and 6 rebounds a game. The man, Javon Williams, is a 6'2" junior. He had 14 also Wednesday night. He's averaging 16 points and 9 rebounds a game. And then Matthew Patrick IV, very prominent name in Centralia, is a 5'10" junior. The Rangers, for the 33rd time, and I'm not sure if there's another school this year that went with the same 5 guys every game. Timmy Henson, the 6'2" senior. Hamilton Page, the 6-foot junior, and what a third quarter he had Tuesday night for the Rangers when he had 7 points. Garrick Wynn will be one of the first guys off the bench. Austin Wills is averaging 16 points a game. 6'1" senior, Derek Oxford's averaging 12.5 points a game. And Parker Williams, the man in the middle, is averaging 9 points a game. And Jim, I did check-in today. I missed 5 games this year. Parker Williams had 16 charges, almost won every other game for the Rangers. So Henson, Page, Wills, Oxford, and Williams are going to tie those shoes up and get ready to go.
Our starting lineup is brought to you by Wren Lake College. Smaller class sizes, more than 100 degree and certificate programs, and the #1 community college in the nation, according to Smart Asset. That's Wren Lake College. Save thousands on your college education when compared to a 4-year school. Stay right here in your own backyard. That is Wren Lake College. The Benton Rangers in their home whites tonight, trimmed out in maroon, numerals and lettering. Centralia in their road red, trimmed out in white numerals and lettering. Benton's moving left to right. Timmy Henson will jump against Jonathan Keeler. Officials on the night's game, Rod Taylor of Belleville, Jim Cowson of DuQuoin, and Ray Wesley of Alton. We are set to go. The official final word with Henson, and tip control by Centralia with the basketball. It is Javon Williams. He'll be picked up by Hamilton Page. We'll watch these defensive matchups early on. Here is Jordan Maines for 3. Good. Jordan Maines hits the 3 ball, and Centralia with a quick lead. Here's Henson into the front court. We'll watch what Centralia does on the defensive end. Here's Hamilton Page, gets a top circle to Henson. Henson on the left-hand dribble being guarded by Jamie Long. Now they go to Wills, who's guarded by the 6'4" Berry. Now Maines, who's guarding Oxford. Oxford for 3, won't go. Rebound pulled down, Javon Williams. They'll go the other way. Centralia with a 3-point lead in the basketball. We've played 45 seconds. Quickly up court, it's Keeler. Jonathan Keeler back out top circle, Jamie Long, left side to Maines. Around to Berry. Berry for the long 3. Won't go. Rebound. Going to be a foul called on Maines over the back. This officiating crew that's in here tonight was in here Tuesday night, and they were very good Tuesday night in the Benton-Cahokia game.
Think about it. Timmy Henson did a great job of screening out, and when you do, sometimes they go up your back.
Henson will walk it across the timeline, right side to Wills. In the corner to Hamilton Page, back around to Wills for 3, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Keeler. Rangers 0 for 2 from long range here in the early going. With the basketball, Jamie Long, picked up by Wills. Ron Weinmiller said the opportunities arrive. Here's another 3 by Jamie Long. Good. Jamie Long. The Rangers are 0 for 2 from the field. Centralia is 2 for 3 from the field. And the Orphans lead it 6-0. Rangers got a little hill to climb early on. Here's Parker Williams to the basket. Puts up the shot. Going to be fouled by Javon Williams.
That's a great move by Parker Williams. Go right at him.
Javon Williams picked up the foul, and Parker will go to the line, shoot 2. And again, I like the fact that Parker took it right at him. If he's going to be guarding you, then take it right at him.
Basketball's simple. If you're not on me tight, I'm going to shoot it. If you get on me tight, I'm going to take it to the hole. Parker Williams at the free throw line.
Free throw up and good. Parker gets the first one down, 6-1. We're here in the early going of this one. We played 1:45 in a jam-packed Rich Aaron Gymnasium. I mean jam-packed. They've got the exits filled up. The upper deck is standing room only. Second free throw up and good. Parker gets both of them down, 6-2. And here comes some full court pressure by the Rangers. Javon Williams gets it inbounded to Maines. Maines quickly up the court. And going to be a blocking foul on Parker Williams. We'll see if they call it on the floor or with the shot. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming up for Jordan Maines. Wasn't sure if they'd give him the shot or if they would call it on the floor. The official said he was in the act of shooting, so Jordan Maines will go, that will be Keeler.
Yeah, Jonathan Keeler.
Free throw, no good, back rim. Keeler at the line will shoot the back end of the 2-shot foul. Centralia leads at 6-2.
Centralia shoots good free throw. They were 13 for 17 from the line Wednesday night.
Keeler gets the back end of the 2-shot foul. And it's 7-2. Centralia with a 5-point lead here in the early going. We have played 2 minutes. Here's Henson with the basketball. Left side to Oxford. They go down low. Going to be a foul on Keeler over the back.
Notice they put Keeler on Parker Williams that time. Took Williams off of him.
And Keeler picks up the foul. His first third-team foul. So Maines, Keeler, and Williams, all three have fouls here in the early going. Inbounds will come in to Austin Wills. Here's Derek Oxford with the basketball. Around to Parker Williams. Left side, they go back top circle now. Here's Hamilton Page, swings it around to Oxford. Derek guarded by Maines. They get it down low to Henson. And going to be a foul called on Jamie Long. And I like what Benton did there.
Yeah.
They posted Henson up. Henson at 6'3", and Jamie Long at about 5'8", trying to guard him. And Henson with the ability to post people up.
And that's 4 fouls on the Orphans already. That's getting that 1-on-1 for the Rangers free throw shooters.
Inbounds will come to Austin Wills. Works off the screen, goes to the baseline, puts up the runner, won't go. Rebound, pulled down by Barry. Dawson Barry. Rangers open up ice cold from the field. Benton has 2 free throws and 0 from the field. 7-2, Centralia in the lead. This was a concern that Ron Weiermiller talked about. Said we'll have a hard time if they let him get a lead because they can pull it back out. Here is Maines out of the corner for 3. Good. Wow. Centralia comes out on fire. Jordan Maines has got a pair of 3s, and the Orphans lead it 10-2 here in the early going, and they are lighting it up. Oxford for a long 3. Good. Derek Oxford got the lid off the basket, and the Rangers cut it in half. It's 10-5 now.
Don't you love it when Oxford comes right back and sticks that dagger right back?
Here is Javon Williams in the backcourt. Penetrates. Kicks it back out to Barry. Left side to Long. Now back to Barry. Barry guarded by Wills. Page is on Williams. They've got Henson guarding Jamie Long. Centralia did this a lot the other night. Tuesday night, they spread it out.
It's almost Dean Smith, though, 4 corners. I mean, they are deep in the corners except the ball handler who penetrates.
Javon Williams to the basket up and in, and he cannot do that.
No.
That's what we were talking about in the early going. Javon Williams, you cannot allow him to penetrate, take it to the rim like that. Timmy Henson right side to Wills. Austin. Top circle, Hamilton Page, left side Parker. Williams looks, back around to Henson. Left side now to Wills. Austin for a long 3, won't go. Rebound Centralia. Rangers struggling from the field here in the early going. Javon Williams gets it back to Jamie Long. 12-5, Centralia by 7, and they have the basketball. We just reached just beyond the 4-point mark, the 4-minute mark. Here's Jordan Maines for 3 again. Won't go this time. Rebound Austin Wills. Gets it out to Oxford. Derek on the dribble. Loses a handle on the ball, and timeout Centralia. Good call there, and a good play out there by Jordan Maines as he got the timeout in, and he had possession of the basketball, so you cannot argue with that.
No.
This timeout brought to you by SCD Ray & Sons Insurance. Take the confusion out of insurance for affordable life, health, auto, home, or business policies. Contact your local Pekin Insurance agent, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance. That's SCD Ray & Sons Insurance for beyond the expected coverage. Tom, 4.5 minutes into this one, your thoughts?
Yeah, right now the Rangers they're 1 for 4 from the three-point line. I like the way they went in and picked on Jamie Long, the freshman who's guarding Tim Henson. Gary Gwynn in and Kate Thomas in to pick up the defense a little.
Centralia basketball in a 7-point lead. We are at the 3:28 mark of the first quarter, and again, glad to have you with us. Dawson Berry will trigger for the Orphans. Looks, gets it in to Javon Williams. Gary Gwynn in the game. Also, Kate Thomas in the game. Parker Williams still on the floor, along with Oxford and Henson. Hamilton Page and Austin Wills out of the game. Here's Dawson Berry. Left side to Jamie Long. Long kicks it back out to Javon Williams. Javon Williams kicks it in the corner. Here's Maines for three. Will not go. Rebound pulled down by Parker Williams. Here come the Rangers. Benton needs a bucket. 12-5. Rangers down by 7. 2:52 to go here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us for this sectional championship matchup. Here's Derek Oxford. Now to Henson. Round to Gary Gwynn.
They just run that four-man weave outside, but Parker Williams works inside.
Oxford to Gary. Gwynn with the basketball. Gary will pull it back out and set the offense for Benton. Gary Gwynn to Cade Thomas. Kicks it out. Oxford for three. Good. Derek Oxford hits a three ball. He pulls the Rangers back within 4. 12-8.
Cade Thomas drove down the middle, and I thought maybe he's going to stop and pop, but got it back out to D.O., and he knocked it down.
Here is Keeler with the basketball to Long, now back to Javon Williams. 12-8, Rangers down by 4. Benton is trailed by as many as 7 in this game. Jamie Long gets it to Dawson Berry. Centralia kind of in a spread offense right now. They've got 3 really players out near midcourt and 2 set in the corners. There's Berry. Nearly loses a handle on it, goes to the basket up, won't go, gets his own rebound, and swatted away by Parker Williams. We'll go the other way. Benton with a chance to cut into a 4-point lead. Here's Kate Thomas. Around to Henson. Henson to Oxford. Oxford guarded now by Maines. Derek with the ball, gets it around Gary Gwynn. Gary spins. Kicks it out to Cade Thomas. Now back to Gary Gwynn. Gary penetrates, leans in, back to Henson. Henson to Cade Thomas. Dishes off Parker Williams. Puts a shot up and in. Good play there. Good dish off by Cade. And the Rangers are back within 2, 12-10.
Two great assists by Cade Thomas Jr.
Here comes the Benton pressure. Here's Jamie Long across the timeline. Pressured by Gary Gwynn.
Oh, he might have stepped over, Jim.
The Benton fans wanted a 5-second call or an over and back or something and didn't get anything. They call a foul on Kate Thomas. Wow, the Benton fans across the way were animated to say the least. 12-10, Rangers right back in this one. Here's Jordan Maines to Jamie Long. Jamie Long with the basketball. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 12-10 Centralia. Javon Williams guarded by Gary Gwynn. Right side to Long. Now to Javon Williams. Puts up a 15-footer. Won't go. Rebound. Gary. And the Rangers throw it away. Benton turns it over in the back and nearly in the backcourt. 9 seconds. Here comes Centralia. They get it to Williams at 6. Williams on the dribble back to Berry. Barry pulls up for three. Good. Barry buries the three. And Centralia will lead it at the end of one quarter, 15-10. Back to Rich Aaron Gym in 60 seconds.
The Benton Super League reminds you that oil changes and checkups save you money in the long run. More and more people understand. Tony does tires. Now it's your turn. Tony does tires. The Benton Super League has low prices and experienced professionals for your preventative maintenance and tire needs too. Yes, Tony does tires. At the Benton Super League. Tony does tires. Your Pennzoil 10-minute oil change center. Tony does tires. 107 South of Point Street, Benton. Call 439-2210.
Always on the go? We've got an app for that. Your Beacon Insurance Agent, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton, offers a mobile app for your smartphone so you can access your insurance information from anywhere. Get policy information, audio ID cards, or roadside assistance right at your fingertips. Available for iPhone and Android. Call SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency at 439-7557 for more details about the mobile app and ask about beyond the expected coverage from Beacon Insurance.
Back to Benton Rangers basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with Tom Wheeler. I'm Jim Muir. Benton basketball to begin second quarter play here for the Rangers. It will be Timmy Henson, Cade Thomas, Parker Williams, Derek Oxford, and Gary Gwynn. As he is up in the first seconds of the second quarter. Here's Cade Thomas on the dribble. Penetrates, goes to the basket, and loses a handle on the ball. Last touch by Centralia. It'll be Benton basketball. Austin Wills will come in for Derek Oxford. 7:39 to go here in the, so Oxford plays 21 seconds in the second quarter, comes back out of the game. Gary Gwynn will trigger, gets it in to Parker Williams. Back out around to Austin Wills. Now to Cade Thomas. They lob it down low to Henson. Henson spins
Great
in
move.
On Long and scores. And I'm going to tell you right now, no disrespect to Jamie Long, but Jamie Long cannot guard Timmy Henson in the low post. Here is Javon Williams. They get it across the timeline, loose ball. Keeler on the dribble.
Austin Wills all over him, Jim.
Get it back to
Got to be a 5.
loose ball, and going to be last touched. It'll be Centralia basketball. Play is frantic right now. They are revved up
Playing hard, aren't they?
defensively. Benton down by 3, 15-12, and the Rangers really have ratcheted up the defense. Dawson Berry will get it into Keeler. Deep in the corner out to Long now. Left side to Maines. Now back to Long. Jamie Long on the dribble, guarded by Cade Thomas. Swings it left side. Now around to Berry. Now to Maines. Maines for 3. Will not go. Rebound pulled down by Henson. Benton with a chance to cut into a 3-point lead. Here's Cade Thomas across the timeline. Around to Parker Williams. Now to Gary Gwynn. Now to Wills. Austin on the dribble to Cade Thomas. Now to Parker. Here's Wills with the basketball. Austin spins to the lane, puts up a runner. Good. What a pretty play by Austin. Wills going to his left, shooting back to his right, and the Rangers are back within 1. 15-14. Berry across the timeline in a hurry. Kicks it out to Keeler, and a travel on Keeler. The Orphans turn it over, and Benton with a chance to grab a lead. Oxford will come back in with the next opportunity. Oxford comes in, and Parker Williams comes out. For the Rangers, it is Henson, Thomas, Oxford, Wills, and Gary Gwynn. Cade Thomas will bring it across the timeline.
It's a great thing about Weinmiller's rotation. Everybody now, but Timmy Henson has got a break for a couple minutes.
Here's Cade Thomas. Dishes in the corner. Gary Gwynn for 3. Won't go. Tip.
Parker Williams.
Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Dawson Berry. Gets it out to Javon Williams. Javon Williams pulls it back out. Gets it back to Berry. Berry guarded by Henson now. Left side to Maines. They go down low to Javon Williams. on the baseline.
Oh.
Going to be a foul on Austin Wills, and it'll be a non-shooting foul. Be Centralia basketball.
Sometimes Austin Wills likes to get his hands in the cookie jar there. He loves to go after the ball.
Keeler back in the game, and Matthew Patrick will have a seat. And it'll be Jamie Long to trigger. Gets it into Keeler. Keeler back out top circle to Maines. Maines penetrates. Oh, they call a blocking foul on Gary Gwynn. I didn't like that call. Looked like Gary had his position established. But it'll be a blocking foul on Gary Gwynn. Ronnie Weinmiller's arguing his case right now.
Well, Gary got hit in the chest. Usually when you hit in the chest, it means you're there.
Free throw good by Maines. Maines has had a good game thus far. He's got 7 of Centralia's 16. The Orphans by 2, 16-14, 5:28 to go. Gets them both. Give Maines 8, and the Orphans back with a 3-point lead. Benton has not led in the game. Gary Gwynn around to Wheels. Austin penetrates, spins, kicks it out to Gary Gwynn. Now to Cade Thomas. Cade back out to Oxford. Derek leans in, and they took it away. Here comes Barry. Loose ball. They're going to get a foul on Oxford. Foul will be on Derek Oxford. And Benton fans are giving it to the official. Ronnie Weinmiller is giving him a piece of his mind right now. In any event, it's going to be Centralia's basketball. Lob into Barry.
They walk.
Up and in. Barry got the bucket. Barry's got 5 now, and the lead's back to 5. While the Rangers were arguing the call, Centralia lobbed it in and got an easy bucket. Here is Henson. Back to Wills. Wills to the bucket. Puts up a 15-foot baseline jumper. Good. Pretty shot by Austin Wills, and he's starting to heat up.
Yeah.
Parker Williams will check in for the next opportunity. 19-16, Centralia in the lead. There's Barry in the backcourt, pressured by Henson. Dishes out. Jamie Long for a long 3. Won't go. Javon Williams up and in on the offensive stick back.
That's just what they've got to stop. Coach Weinmiller talked about. Wills way out.
3 won't go.
Man,
Rebound pulled down by Dawson Berry. And Berry acts like he's winded. He is really gassed, it looks like.
He's
with the basketball, Berry. Berry gets it to Javon Williams. Williams spins, kicks it into corner. Keeler back to Berry. Now back to Long. Centralia by 5. They have the basketball. They're midway in the second. Javon Williams. Back to Berry.
Rangers got a double team somehow in this half court, Joe.
There is Javon Williams. They spread it out and then they try and break you down. And Williams will take it to the basket, or Berry will take it to the basket. Here's Maines. Kicks it out to Berry. Berry penetrates. The shot won't go.
God, how
Rebound.
was that not a charge?
That's a double dribble, wasn't it? Apparently not. They're going to call a foul on the Rangers. The foul's going to be on Oxford. That's 2 on him, and that's a concern. 3:20 to go in the second, and Oxford picks up his second foul.
Derek Oxford took a charge.
That's the 16th foul on the Rangers. Benton down by 5. Centralia's led by as many as 7. Benton got back within 1. And now Centralia by 5 again, and make it 6 as Jonathan Keeler hits the free throw. He's got 2 free throws in the game, 2 points. And it's a 6-point lead for the Orphans. 3:20 to play here in the second frame.
First team to 45 will win.
Keeler eyes the bucket. Free throws up and good. Keeler's got 3 all from the line, and the Orphans back up to a 7-point lead. The Rangers would like to cut that in half by the intermission. Here's the basketball. Henson around to Oxford. Oxford guarded by Maines. Now left side to Gary Gwynn. Now to Henson. Around to Wills. In the corner, it's Oxford. Back to Wills. They lob it to high post to Henson. Goes to Oxford. Then the Rangers throw it away. Matthew Patrick in the game for Centralia. And Dawson Berry on the bench. We told you Berry looked gassed.
Yeah.
Here's Keeler.
Rangers trying to get into Parker
up the
Williams.
shot, good.
That's the first time I've seen him shoot.
Hits a two-pointer, and it's a 9-point lead for the Centralia Orphans. And the Rangers find themselves in some trouble here. Going to be a foul called, and that will be a non-shooting foul. Centralia picked up those 4 quick fouls in the early going, and that's the first foul on them since early in the first.
It was 4-1 at one time.
Gary Wynn will come out of the game. Oxford will come out of the game with 2:29. Hamilton Page back in. Parker Williams back in. Cade Thomas, Hamilton Page, Parker Williams, Austin Wills, Timmy Henson. In the game for Centralia, Brian Miskell.
Got to get Oxford out with the 2 fouls and 2:30 left. It's just, especially the way the game now is so physical.
Benton needs a bucket in the worst way right here. They do not want Centralia to go up by double digits. They go down low to Parker, puts up the shot, and won't go, gets his own rebound. Going to be a foul on Barry. That's 2 on him, I believe. We'll wait and see.
Great pass by Cade Thomas, got it inside. Parker Williams went up with his left hand, and it rolled out. I'll give him credit, Williams went after the rebound, Jim. He followed his shot, and he was fouled by Dawson Berry.
Keeler back in the game, and Miskell back out. Wheels will inbound for the Rangers, down by 9. And with the basketball, here's Henson. Almost a steal. Right side, Hamilton Page. To Austin. Around to Cade Thomas. Cade penetrates to the basket, up, won't go. Rebound, we go the other way. Centralia with a chance to go up by double digits with 2 minutes to play. Don't be surprised to see Centralia play for 1. They like to spread it out. Here's Javon Williams. Benton down by 9. An uneasy feeling settles over the big crowd here. Here's Javon Williams, right side back to Jamie Long. Long on the penetration. Back to Williams. 1:30 to play. They started this possession at 2 minutes. Here's Javon Williams to the basket, up and misses the layup. Rebound. Here come the Rangers with a chance to cut into a 9-point lead. Hamilton Page to the basket. Puts up a shot. A lot of, can't believe we didn't get a foul on that. Hamilton, a lot of contact down there. My goodness. No call, and we'll go the other way. Jamie Long to Barry. Rangers in a hole here, down by 9 with a minute to go in the second quarter. Centralia will more than likely play for the final shot here before the half. Parker Williams to Keeler, back out to Javon Williams now to Jamie Long. Jamie Long on the dribble, gets it to Javon Williams out near the midcourt stripe. Williams to the basket, up and in. Javon Williams has got 6, and the Rangers are down by 11, 27-16. 30 seconds to go here in the first half, and the Rangers find themselves down by double digits. Benton will play for the final shot and try and regroup at halftime. But the Rangers have spotted Centralia a double-digit lead here in the first half. 14 seconds. Timmy Henson has to come to the bench to hear what the coaches are saying because you can't hear him in this gym. Here's Austin Wills with 6 seconds.
You're going to let him clear out. He's going one-on-one.
Austin
Step back
puts up
3.
The shot, won't go. Rebound, Javon Williams. 3/4 court shot off the front of the rim. And the Centralia Orphans will take an 11-point lead in at halftime. The Benton crowd very quiet right now. 27-16. The Orphans shot the ball well. The Rangers did it. And that's kind of the story of the first half. Back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium in 3 minutes.
Valvoline Express Care wants to know, when was the last time you had your oil changed? Go ahead and check the little sticker. Then get to Valvoline Express Care in Benton. They'll have you in and out in 20 minutes. They'll do a 12-point check of your vehicle, and they can do more than just change your oil. Valvoline Express Care in Benton has wipers, batteries, and they even sell tires. Don't dread your next oil change. Look forward to it with Valvoline Express Care in Benton. Locally owned, by Jeff and Sarah Wiggs, 1510 North Main Street in Benton. At Kimmel Chaplain Pharmacy, tradition meets today. Your locally owned independent pharmacy for the past 50 years has moved to a newly remodeled building at 315 North Main Street in Benton. Stop by and check out all the amenities of this convenient location, including the new drive-thru. Kimmel Chaplain Pharmacy still offers free local delivery and the same fast, friendly service that you've come to expect. Call 438-2822 to transfer your prescriptions today. That's 438-2822. Also offering seasonal vaccinations, including flu shots.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, Plaxicovi, you're the big man, Big Dave Acall at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois. 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
With the housing market picking up and rates so low, now is the perfect time to purchase the home of your dreams. Hi, this is Haley Willard, mortgage originator from People's National Bank. As your home for home loans, People's National Bank has the personal service you deserve to help put you in the home of your dreams. Stop by and see me, Haley Willard, or apply online at peoplesnationalbank.com today. People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Drive into an exciting new career with a degree or certificate from Red Lake College's Automotive Technology Program. With one degree program and 7 certificates available, RLC's trained instructors will prepare you for a job in this growing industry. Register today and get on the road to your new profession. Contact Red Lake College today at 618-437-5321 or visit rlc.edu. Red Lake College, your journey starts here.
Weeks in Benton is now your premier on and off-road superstore. With 6 franchises in one location, Weeks in Benton can handle all of your on and off-road needs. Stop in and drive a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon or a Polaris General 1000 only at Weeks in Benton. If a truck's what you're looking for, you can stop in and save over $10,000 on a Crew Cab Ram or Silverado. If on-road is your thing, come in and take a look at the Challenger Hellcat. Shop your premier on and off-road superstore in person or online at weeksinbenton.com.
Weeks in Benton, Southern Illinois' premier on and off-road superstore, has made a few changes. Most of our changes cannot be seen with your eyes. They need to be experienced. If you have been a customer in the past, make your way back to Weeks in Benton and let us earn your business again. If you've never been to Weeks in Benton, the friendly and experienced sales staff will make your buying experience easy. Our service staff is here to assist with all your automotive needs. Shop your premier on and off-road superstore in person or online at weeksinbenton.com. Back to Benton Rangers basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton, your hometown jewelry store. That's Drake's Jewelry, where they have financing available. 12 and 24 months is the same as cash for qualified buyers. Drake's Jewelry. You can shop at the store, 1204 Public Square, or you can shop online at drakes-jewelry.com. That's drakes-jewelry.com. Drake's Jewelry, they bring you our halftime report. 27-16 Centralia in the lead. Tom, before we talk about scoring here in the first half, your thoughts on the basketball game?
Well, I think you hit it right before we went to break, just the fact that Benton come out is not shooting the ball very well, and Centralia came out and had four out of 7 threes in the first quarter, and they only shot 4 threes totally on Wednesday night. So I think it's the difference. When you look back, if you had told me that the Rangers could hold Javon Williams only 6 points at half, I thought the score might be opposite, but it shows that Centralia's a pretty good all-around team right now with scoring from all 5 of their starters. The Rangers only shot 2 free throws, Jim, and that was early. That was the first 2 plays of the game when Parker Williams got fouled early. You know, I think the Rangers got to keep taking the ball at the hole, and I hate to use the word D&B, but they might have to drive and beg. So don't count them out in the next 4 minutes of this half, the third quarter, as we say, but it's hard to explain to the radio listeners how wide Centralia plays their offense with one guy in the ball with the middle, and the 4 guys are actually in the corners, and I mean deep in the corners.
Yeah, it's a spread. I mean, they spread the floor completely, and then when you have a guy that like Williams that has the ability to drive to the basket and draw the defender, and if he can't get the shot, he does a great job kicking it to the corner. And you got Maines, you got Barry, and one of the things that's a concern to me right now, if you're a Benton fan, the fact that Centralia has the ability to spread things out, that they limit your possessions down by 11 right now. You know, you can't let that lead, I don't think, get any more than what it is right now if you're going to be successful in this game.
Well, I think you always say you've got to get it. They've got to get it under 10 going into the fourth quarter. But considering who they're playing and what a great job and of the fact that the Orphans handle the ball and shoot free throws well, they need to get it to 8 or 9, 7 or 8, because like you said, I can see them trying to hold the ball for 4 or 5 minutes.
You know, Centralia led Breeze Central by 6 on Wednesday night, and Breeze Central went on an 8-0 run and promptly took the lead in the game. So we'll see if the Rangers can put something together here. We'll always watch that. We always like to watch that 4-minute mark of the third quarter, and this is a classic example of it right here, Tom, in that you've got Benton would like to have that lead down to about 5 or 6 at the 4-minute mark, and Centralia would like to up it by 5 or 6 and put it away and have it up to 16, 18 by that point. So really a crucial 4-minute stretch here coming up in the early parts of this third quarter. Tom, let's look at some halftime scoring here.
Scoring well, real quick for the Rangers. Derek Oxford had a couple threes in the first quarter for 6. 4 points for Parker Williams, 4 points for Austin Wills, 2 field goals in the second quarter. Timmy Henson had 2 points. Cade Thomas come off the bench and had 3 assists, which did a good job. The Rangers have only taken 9 shots inside the arch and made 4. They're 2 for 5 outside, and as I said earlier, Jimmer, they've only shot 2 free throws. They're 2 for 2.
27-16 is our halftime score. We can tell you Mount Carmel won tonight at Peoria. So the Golden Aces will move on in to the championship game tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at Carver Arena. And Oakville also will play for a state championship tomorrow in 1A. So Southern Illinois representatives doing well.
If Mount Carmel's considered Southern Illinois, and we have to consider them since they come out of the West Frankfort sectional for sure. I didn't give you Centralia real quick. Jordan Maines has got 8 points, but Jim, he was 3 for 4 in that first. 2 for 4 in that first quarter. Was killed at 5 points for Jonathan Keeler, 1 3-point basket early in the game for Jamie Long, the freshman, 5 for Dawson Berry, and 6 for Javon Williams. So you hold Berry and Williams to 11 points, and we're still behind 27-16.
We can also tell you that at the Effingham sectional, Springfield Lamphere leads Mount Zion 34-25. The winner of this game will play Springfield Lamphere or Mount Zion. They'll play the winner of the Effingham sectional, I should say. On Tuesday night at the Springfield Super Sectional will be held at the Prairie State Convention Center in Springfield. So the winner of this game will move to Springfield in the Tuesday night Super Sectional. We're going to go ahead and keep it here as we wind down the final seconds of this halftime report, and tell you again that our halftime report brought to you by Drake's Jewelry. With 3 designer bridal lines, Drake's Jewelry is where Southern Illinois gets engaged. Drake's Jewelry, they have more than 250 affordable styles to choose from. You can stop by and visit Drake's Jewelry on the east side of the Benton Public Square, or you can shop online at drakes-jewelry.com. That's Drake's Jewelry, your hometown jewelry store. They bring you our halftime report here on Ranger basketball. And tonight we're coming to you from the Class 3A sectional here at Rich Herron Gymnasium. 27-16, crucial part of this game right now for the Benton Rangers, as the Rangers try and claw back in this thing and not let that lead get expanded. And Gary Wynn will draw the start in the second half, along with Austin Wills, Derek Oxford, Parker Williams, Timmy Henson, and Austin Wills. For Centralia, Javon Williams, Jamie Long, Jonathan Keeler, Dawson Berry, and Jordan Maines. It'll be Centralia basketball, and the Rangers desperately need to stop right here.
They've got to pick the tempo up. They've got to get down, handle the ball a little better on their fast break. More important, they can't let the Orphans spend all day looking for a shot.
Here is Maines across the timeline, gets it to Berry, now back to Maines. Right side, Jamie Long. Picked up by Wills. Backdoor play,
play.
up and in. Barry on a set play, just a little high post, and they feed him going to the basket. The Rangers got a big hill to climb now, down 13. Don't want to let this one get away. 29-16, Benton down by 13. Here is Austin Wills. The Rangers right now need to just get a bucket. They don't need to fall in love with that three. Here's Parker, puts up the shot, misses the layup. Gets it back and scores. Parker Williams gets the bucket back. And the Rangers got it back to 11. Here comes some full court pressure.
Parker Williams had the freshman, the long kid.
Going to be a foul on Javon Williams, who throws the forearm into Gary Gwynn and sends him flying. And Benton gets the call. And it'll be Benton basketball now to get with a chance to cut it to single digits. This will be a big thing right here. Here's Wills for a long three. Good.
Yes.
Wills buries the three. And here come the Rangers down by 8. Benton on a 5-0 run. Here's Jamie Long in the backcourt. Double teamed. They get it to Jordan Maines. And he has to take a timeout. The Benton fans are back in it right now. Benton fell behind by 13. The Rangers on a 5-0 run. And Centralia has to call a timeout to keep them getting the 10-second call. The three by Wills was huge, Tom.
Yeah, another dagger. And I like the way they're double teaming. I like the way that they're, I mean, you hate to say you're picking on a kid, but Jamie Long got switched on Parker Williams. They did a great job of getting him the ball.
Our timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance. Take the confusion out of insurance for affordable life, health, auto, home, or business policies. Contact your local Pekin Insurance agent. SCD Ray and Sons for beyond the expected coverage. Jordan Maines Dawson Berry will trigger for the Orphans. Benton again showing full court pressure. Gary Gwynn. Here comes a long pass to Maines. And he misses the layup, but it's foul. Foul's called on Parker Williams. And that'll send Maines to the line to shoot the two-shot foul. Centralia broke a player long, and Dawson Berry threw the touchdown pass to Jordan Maines, who got the layup. That misses the front end of the two-shot free throw. So if the Rangers can get a rebound on this bucket or on this shot or get the ball back, they're going to come out of this at least with the opportunity to trade 2 for 1 or 3 for 1. Second free throw up and in by Maines. So Centralia gets 1 on the possession. And here come the Rangers down by 9. 9 points in a high school basketball game. Can be made up in a hurry. Shot blocked by Keeler. As Oxford tried one in the middle of the lane, here is Wills. Puts up a runner. Good.
Oh, my God.
Austin Wills on a runner down the lane. Wills has got 9 now, 5 1/4. And a loose ball, and Centralia has it in the backcourt. Javon Williams saved that one. Rangers have really ratcheted up the defense. Benton down by 7. So the Rangers have cut that 13-point Centralia lead in half.
They're not letting them sit out there and dribble.
Here is Berry. Penetrates. Trapped in the corner. Loses the ball. Last touched. Going to be Centralia basketball. I thought the Rangers were going to get the ball back there. The official never did signal which way. Berry will trigger. Benton down by 7. It's a long way to the finish line in this one. Here's Keeler. Right side to Berry. Around to Javon Williams. Now to Maines. To Keeler. Back to Maines. He launches a 3. Good. Maines hits a 3. He has got 12. The lead's back up to 10, 33-23. Big bucket there. Wills kicks it out to Parker Williams. Now left side, they lob it down low to Henson. Up and in. Nice pass as Henson got the bucket over the top on a nice pass from Oxford. Benton down by 8. 5:20 to go in the third. Lots of time. Here is Jamie Long. Pressure and threw it away. It's going to be over and back. And the Benton defense calls that one. Jamie Long. Lee Bennett Lee Benton is saying they touched it. The officials are saying no, it's Benton basketball. Lee Bennett can't believe it. The officials both the Centralia coaches are up barking at the official. To no avail, it's going to be Benton basketball. I didn't see anybody deflecting. I think Jamie Long just stood into the backcourt.
The ball rolled straight. It didn't go left or right. It went right straight where he passed it.
Knocked out of bounds, it'll be Benton ball. Rangers with a chance to cut into an 8-point lead. Here is Henson. Henson behind the back dribble. Goes to the middle of the lane to Oxford. Derrick leans in, puts up the shot. Won't go. A lot of contact. No call. Here's Maines to the basket, up and in. Maines has got 6 in the quarter. Centralia back up by 10. Henson back to Parker Williams. And a blocking foul on Keeler. Blocking foul on Keeler.
They're consistent.
Yeah, I'd say you're exactly right. They called the exact same call early on a blocking foul on Oxford. So the official, I think, wants to wipe up some sweat on the floor.
(35-25), third quarter, 4:47 to go. Centralia on top of the Rangers in the championship game of the Benton Sectional. Winner of this goes to the Elite Eight.
Matthew Patrick in the game for Barry. Benton basketball. Oxford's going to trigger. They lob it into Parker Williams, gets it back to Henson. Henson guarded by Maines, who had a fistful of jersey. Now they go to Austin Wills. Out to Henson. Henson penetrates. Out to Parker. And going to be a foul on Jordan Maines. Jordan Maines on the foul. 4:33 to go in the third quarter. Benton down by 10. 35-25. It's going to take
Trey Garrett.
And Parker Williams gets the bucket on a play that Benton made famous in that year with Trey Garrett, Cody Smith, and that group. Benton down by 8. Here's Patrick in the backcourt. Ball was tipped. They get it to Maines down low. Shot won't go. We go the other way. Here come the Rangers. Henson in the corner, Oxford. Back out, Wheels. Long three. Good! Austin Wheels buries a three. Benton's down by 5. Benton's down by 5, 35.
Oh, wait. What'd he do?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
They stopped play.
Yeah.
Wheels hit the 3. They're getting the substitute in the game, I guess. They couldn't hear. So they're getting the substitute in the game. Yeah, Lee Bennett wanted Patrick out of the game and Barry back in. They couldn't hear for the noise to get him in. Inbounds comes.
They ran that the other night where they threw it into.
Here is Keeler. Around to Javon Williams. Still almost 4 minutes in the third. Benton back within 5.
Orphans look a little shaky now with all this pressure.
With the basketball, Javon Williams to Keeler. Back to Jamie Long. He puts up the shot, won't go. Benton with the basketball. Here's Parker Williams, gets it to Henson. Benton down by 5. Here come the Rangers. Oxford with the ball deep in the corner. Derrick. Long 3 ball, won't go. Back rim, gets his own rebound. Parker has it. Parker clocked, no call. They get it back to Gary Gwynn. Boy, a lot of contact. 35-30, Rangers down by 5. 3:11 to go in the third. Gary Gwynn around to Derrick. Oxford with the ball. Guarded by Long, now to Henson. Top of the circle's Timmy. And going to be a foul on Keeler. Foul's going to be on Jonathan Keeler. That's 3 on him. I believe Keeler becomes the first player to pick up 3 fouls. Benton with the basketball. Benton would love a bucket here. We talked about that 4-minute mark, Tom, and the Rangers have got back in it.
Gained 6 on them.
Inbounds will come to Gary Gwynn. Boy, for a 3 ball now from somebody. Here's Gary Gwynn to the basket. Pulls it back out. Goes to Oxford. Derrick around to Williams. High post. Now to Oxford, deep in the corner
There it
for the
is.
three. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Javon Williams will go the other way. Benton down by 5, 2:39 to go here in the third. But the Rangers right back in this thing down. Down by only 5. Berry with the basketball. Behind the back dribble, pressured by Parker. Gets it to Long, now back to Berry. Berry penetrates. Up and in. Nice drive to the basket by Dawson Berry. He's got 9, and Centralia back up by 7. 2:15 to play in the third. Henson with the basketball. Benton needs a bucket. Timmy around to Gary Gwynn. Now to Wheels. Austin penetrates. Kicks into corner Oxford. Oxford drives to the lane and going to be fouled by Jamie Long. That'll be the 5th foul on Centralia. And be a non-shooting foul. Cade Thomas will come in for Gary Gwynn. 1:59 to go in the third quarter. Timmy Henson will trigger for Benton. Huge crowd on hand here getting their money's worth tonight. Gary Gwynn with the basketball. Around to Henson. Back down low
Great
to
pass.
Parker Williams. Puts up the shot,
Great
up and
job.
in. A lot of contact, no call. Parker got the bucket. Benton down by 5. Berry having trouble getting it in. Gets it to Keeler across the timeline. Here's Keeler. Puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound Henson, going to be fouled by Keeler. And that's 4 if it's on Keeler. If it's on Keeler, that's 4.
And it is.
His 4th. The official scorer here in front of us frantically trying to tell the Centralia coaching staff that Keeler has 4. Matthew Patrick in the game, and Keeler will have a seat with 4 fouls. Benton down by 5 with the basketball. Rangers with a chance to cut into a 5-point lead. 1:35 and counting here in the third. Around to Gary Gwynn. Gary penetrates to the basket. Left-hand shot won't go. The Rangers, another opportunity to score, and with down 5 and couldn't get the ball dropped. Gary got a good look.
Good drive, good left hand, which he's made all year.
They get the ball back to Jamie Long. He backs it out, guarded by Cade Thomas. 1:10 to play in the third. Long to Javon Williams. Now back to Berry. Now back to Javon. Williams guarded by Gary Gwynn. Left side, they spread the floor again. And going to be a foul on Gary Gwynn. Foul on Gary Gwynn.
Not a bad foul, Jim.
No.
That's only their second foul.
Derek Oxford will come back in at the next opportunity. And Austin Wheels will come out. For the Benton Rangers, Cade Thomas, Derek Oxford, Timmy Henson, Parker Williams, and Gary Gwynn. Inbounds will come to Berry. Deep in the corner, kicks it back out to Long. Now to Maines, now back to Long. We're under a minute, 50 and counting. Here's Javon Williams. 37-32, Benton down by 5.
Got a
Javon
double
Williams.
team. Oh, Parker Williams
deflected.
almost got it.
Deflected out of bounds by Parker Williams to be Centralia basketball. Hamilton Page comes in. That's his first play, I believe, here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it is.
37-32. Inbounds will come to Matthew Patrick, around to Maines, back to Long. They look down low.
Stolen by Gary
by Gary Gwynn. And again, Benton with a chance to cut into a 5-point lead. 37-32, Rangers down. 25 seconds and counting in the third. Here's Hamilton Page. Hamilton around to Gary Gwynn at 20 seconds. A bucket here would be huge for the Rangers heading into the fourth. 37-32 at 12 seconds. Here's Cade Thomas at 10. Cade penetrates, kicks into corner. Hamilton Page out to Parker Williams. Back to Hamilton for 3. Had to rush it. Shot won't go. That's going to end our third quarter of play. The Rangers make up some difference. They trail by 11. They trail by 5 now heading into the fourth. 37-32. Centralia back for what should be a dandy fourth quarter back in 60 seconds.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident. I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason Rice Law Firm is built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be in front of a
I'm missing.
jury, whatever.
Never mind.
From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is
is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us. Because when it really matters, tires through and through. Call 439-8406 or online at crewongroup.com.
What's your UCV favorite? Is it the always affordable burger combo with fries and drinks? Or is it the Bulldog? Barbecue? Chicken strips with gravy? This is the homie anyway. Spicy fries, cheesy puffs, and too many to name. So how do you like it now? What sweet? You have switched to a Pepsi product? What's for dessert? There are so many combinations for all insanely low prices. Don't tell me you don't carry cash, because UCV is on an ATM. Perfect hangout, lunch spot, family dinner, and so much more. UCV is worth very expensive.
Back to Benton Rangers basketball on 206.
Welcome back, Rich Aaron Gymnasium. The Rangers outscored Centralia 16-10 in that third quarter, down by 5 now. Benton with the basketball. Here's Parker Williams out to Wheels, to the basket, up and in. Wheels drives the lane. He's got 14. The Rangers are down by 3, and this is as close as Benton's been since the first quarter. 37-34, Jamie Long in the backcourt. Gets the basketball to Barry,
wow.
got by with a travel. Now they get it back to Long. Benton down by 3. Maines to the basket, up and in. That's a big bucket by Jordan Maines.
Jordan Maines come to play.
He's got 16. Benton down by 5. Here's Wheels for 3. Won't go. Rebound, Matthew Patrick. Gets it back to Barry. And it's going to be a foul on Henson. Be a non-shooting foul. Be a third foul on Henson. Or pardon me, a third team foul. And a first foul on Kimmy Henson. 39-34, Rangers down by 5. Benton is trailed by as many as 13. They got it back to 3. And right now the Orphans lead it by 5. We still have 7:10 to go in the basketball game. Here's Jamie Long with the basketball for Centralia. Long on the dribble, guarded by Wills, almost a steal by Garrick Wynn. Now back to Long. Centralia's pulled it out again.
Got to double team the ball somehow.
And he's going to call a foul on Garrick Wynn. That'll be the 4th foul on the Rangers. I don't think that's a bad play out there. Aggressive, and you got some fouls to give. That's only the 4th team foul on Benton. I think if you can be a little aggressive out there, you might get by with it and maybe get a little bump in and get the steal. Here's Jamie Long in the backcourt for Centralia. Picked up by Wills. 6 fouls on Centralia, so we'll shoot free throws the rest of the way for the Rangers on the next foul. Loose ball, and going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Centralia, but the Rangers got the possession arrow back. Be Centralia basketball. 39-34, Rangers down by 5. Matthew Patrick will trigger for Centralia. Jonathan Keeler on the bench with 4 fouls. Patrick looks, gets it into Barry. Barry penetrates in the middle of the lane, nowhere to go, kicks it back out to Long. Long on the dribble, gets it back to Barry. They've taken Javon Williams down low and post him up. He's just too strong. Javon Williams has got 8, and the Rangers are down by 7. Gary Gwynn thought about the long 3, gets it around to Oxford. In the corner, Parker Williams. Lob it down low. Going to be a foul on Jamie Long. It'll be a shooting situation. That'll be a 1 and bonus. The official pointed out of bounds, but that'll be the 1 and 1. 7th foul on Centralia, so that's a 1 and 1. So the Benton Rangers are going to shoot free throws down the stretch here, Tom, and free throws have been one of their strong suits all year long. They're going to they got a chance to cut into that lead with the clock stopped.
Well, the sad thing is, Jim, they've only shot 2, and that was early in the first quarter.
Henson free throw up and good. Timmy Henson gets the first one down. He has got 5 on the night. Benton's down by 6. 41-35. Henson can make it a 5-point ball game. Free throw up and good. Got them both. And the Rangers are down by 5 with 6 minutes to play. Inbounds will come to Matthew Patrick. Back to Barry now. Barry to the backcourt. Gets across timeline in a hurry. Kicks in the corner to Maines for 3. Wow. Jordan Maines has lit it up here tonight. And I mentioned it here's Oxford for 3 right back. Won't go. Going to be Benton basketball. I mentioned it about in the pregame, Jordan Banks could be an X factor in this game, and
he's getting him out of the offense. He's on his spot, which is deep in the corner, and they penetrate and kick it out to him.
You talk about Javon Williams. Here is Parker Williams. Shot won't go. Parker goes down, no call. And we'll go the other way. Rangers down by 8 with 5.5 to go. Quickly up court and out the hands of Jordan Banks. Javon Williams tried to throw a three-quarter court pass.
That might be the only thing Maines did wrong tonight.
And it'll be Benton basketball, but the Rangers now down by 8 with 5.5 to play. Still tons of time left in this game. And we'll see if the Rangers have the stamina to mount the comeback here. Going to have to get some defensive stops and hit some buckets down the stretch. 44-36. And the Rangers nearly turn it over. Here's Wills to the basket, puts up the shot, won't go, but draws the foul.
What a great move.
Wills got the bucket, got the shot up. It lipped off the rim, wouldn't go. But he'll go to the line, shoot 2, and try and cut into a 6-point lead. Pardon me, cut into an 8-point lead, 44-36. Free throw by Wills, no good. He'll get one more. (44-36). Rangers down by 8 with 5:10 to play in the basketball game. Second free throw by Wills up and in. He has got 15. Benton down by 7. Jamie Long gets it back into Barry. Barry in the backcourt. Loses the handle on the ball. Gets it back out Javon Williams, and Centralia will spread it out again. Here is Jamie Long, guarded by Cade Thomas. Now to Javon Williams. Javon penetrates, kicks in the corner, Maines for 3. Won't go this time. Rebound going to be on Matthew Patrick, and it'll be a shooting foul. And Wills back to the line with a chance to cut into a 7-point lead. Benton has got to hit their free throws down the stretch here with the clock stopped.
You can't take 1 for 2. You got to knock both of them down, which Austin Wills, one of the better free throw shooters on the team. 4:40 to go.
Still tons of time in this game. 4:40 in eternity in a high school basketball game. 44-37, the Rangers down by 7. 9th team foul on Centralia. Free throw by Wills, misses it. Wow. Got to make your free throws. Down the stretch, got to get them. Barry gets it to Matthew Patrick. Stripped away, last touch by Centralia with Benton basketball.
Patrick got the ball about the free throw at Centralia's free throw line, took it to the hole. Cade Thomas smacked it from behind and went off Patrick. But they got to take advantage, Jim.
And Centralia is leaving the door open for the Rangers here. 4:26 to go, Oxford out of the game. Here is Gary Gwynn. Puts up the shot, and he draws the foul. And Gary will go to the line and shoot 2.
Maybe on Jamie Long.
Talk about rotations in basketball games. Has Javon Williams left the floor?
No. Well, halftime he sold popcorn and he did it all.
44-37. And it'll be Gary Gwynn to the line to shoot.
Yeah, they reported the wrong foul. That's Jamie Long's 4th. What do you do, Coach? 4:19 to go. You're up 7. You stay with a freshman? He's the chief ball handler.
Gary Gwynn can make it a 5-point ball game. Free throws up and good. That is Garrett's first point tonight.
Brian Meskel, a 5'7" sophomore, come in. He saw quite a bit of action on Wednesday night against Breese Central.
Second free throw by Garrett up and in. He gets them both. Rangers down by 5 with 4:19 to play. Meskel in the backcourt. Pressured by Cade Thomas. Here comes the double team. Ball stripped loose. Dawson Berry in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline. Now pulls it back out. Now back out to Javon Williams. Now back, Williams on the dribble. Right side to Meskel, back to Javon Williams. We're under 4 minutes.
They're not going to shoot. Williams just dribbling around in the circle, Jimmer.
Here is Barry to the basket. Shot won't go. Rebound Parker Williams. Now here come the Rangers. Down by 5. And Matthew Patrick. Oxford back in the game for Benton. And he'll replace Kay Thomas. So it's Oxford, Wills, Wynn, Parker, and Henson. Same 5 that began the game. 44-39. Inbounds. The Rangers
threw it away.
Throw it away.
Austin come up with it.
And Wills comes up with the basketball. Benton with a chance to cut into a 5-point lead. Big, big possession right here. Here's Henson. Back around to Wills. 44-39. Henson directs traffic.
Williams all over Wills.
Here's Gary Wynn. Spins. Puts up the shot. Misses the layup. And the Rangers would like to have that one back. Here's Jordan Maines. And he's going to be fouled by Henson. Wow. 44-39. Benton down by 5. Rangers got a great look. Shot lipped off the rim. Wouldn't go.
Ronnie Weinmiller's going to take his first time out of the game. 2:59 to go. Centralia's up 44-39.
Timeout brought to you by SCD Ray & Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs for more than 100 years. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Or give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray & Sons Insurance. Let's look at your game clock. 2:59 remains in this basketball game. Benton down by 5, 44-39. Foul situation, 10 on Centralia. Benton in the double bonus. Centralia, Benton still with a foul to give before they would put Centralia at the line. The Rangers have got to hit the free ones, though. Here down the stretch. 44-39 and 3 minutes, 2:59 exactly to play in this basketball game. Nobody has left the gymnasium yet.
And a lot of people are sitting on the steps as you go up the bleachers.
44-39. Centralia with the basketball. And the Rangers need a turnover. A stop or a turnover. Centralia's good. If they get it across the mid-court stripe, they'll spread it out again.
They might not shoot again, Jim. You're right.
So your possessions are going to be limited, so you need to turn over the steal here if you can get it. Inbounds will come to Keeler, who's back in the game. Barry in the backcourt. Double teamed. Gets it across to Javon Williams. Javon Williams to the basket. Shot won't go. Tip won't go. And there's going to be a foul on Oxford, I believe.
That's where Williams is so strong. It seems like he just jumps quick, and he goes after his missed shot.
That foul was on Henson, his third. Javon Williams will shoot the 2-shot foul. The officials confer. They're going to say, was he in the act of shooting, or was he? They're going to say no shot before the shot. And watch Lee Bennett lose his mind right here.
He got it on the rebound when he come back. That was a good call.
Lee Bennett is very animated on the sideline right now as he talked with the official. In any event, it's going to be Centralia basketball into their own bucket. The official, I saw him confer, and I knew what they were going to say. One was saying, no, he got it on the rebound. They fouled him on the rebound, so it's out of bounds. That's only the 6th foul, so the 1 and bonus not in effect yet. Centralia fans don't like it, but in any event, Jamie Long is going to trigger.
Coach Weinmiller's wanting to know why are they getting to come back in when the clock hadn't started.
Jamie Long will trigger under the Orphans bucket. Benton needs a turnover. Long looks. Finally gets it into Keeler. Keeler on the dribble, guarded by Oxford. 2:40 to play in the basketball game. Benton down by 5. Here's Javon Williams. He's going to be fouled, and that'll be the 7th, and that'll put Williams at the line.
Foul number 14, Derek Oxford, was third.
And the Rangers are going to have to hope the Orphans give them an opportunity by missing a few free throws down the stretch. Benton.
That's Derek Oxford's third foul, and it wasn't a bad foul. You got to slow them down somehow. But will they hit free throws?
Javon Williams eyes the bucket. Right-hand free throw in the air, and no good. Rebound lost out of bounds by Dawson Berry, and Benton again with a chance to cut into a 5-point lead. Still tons of time left. Don't get caught up on the time right now. 2.5. Here's Oxford. Benton just needs a bucket. Wheels to the basket. Pulls back. Bumped by Berry. Wheels going to be fouled by Javon Williams, and Wheels will go to the line with a chance to cut into a 5-point lead. That foul's going to be on Javon Williams, his third. Cade Thomas will come back in the game. Wheels free throw up and good. Gets the lead to 4. They can finally get it below that 5-point mark. Seemed like Benton was stuck there in a rut at the 5-point mark. Couldn't get it below 5, and Wheels can make it a 1-possession game right now.
Rangers are 6 for 8 this quarter, Jim.
Austin eyes the bucket. Free throw up and good. Got them both. And the Rangers down by 3. It's a 1-possession ball game. Berry will trigger, gets it into Keeler, back to Berry. Dawson, Berry in the backcourt. Berry on the dribble, gets it across the timeline. Down low, Maines up and in. They broke the press. They broke the press and got that 2-on-1. That's a danger of committing on that press. It's a 5-point lead again. Here's Wheels to the basket. They're going to wave off the shot, and that's all for Keeler. He fouls out. Jonathan Keeler will hit the bench, and Matthew Patrick will come back in the game. Matthew Patrick checks in. Jonathan Keeler has fouled out with 2:03 to go. And again, Benton down by 5, and Wheels at the line to shoot 2.
Hamilton Page back in, Parker Williams side. Got the kamikaze pressing team in. Nelson Willis, 3 for 4 this quarter.
Free throw up, no good. He'll get one more. 5-point lead for Centralia with 2:03 to play. 46-41. Second free throw up and good. Wheels gets 1 of 2. He's got 18. And the Rangers are down by 4. Here's Berry in the backcourt. On the dribble, double team. Gets it across to Javon Williams. Javon Williams backs it back out. 1:50 to play. 46-42. Benton down by 4. Going to be a foul on Garrick Wynn. Oxford will check in. Parker Williams will check in. And Javon Williams will go to the line and shoot the 1 and bonus. That's the 8th team foul on Centralia. On Benton. And the Rangers want a timeout. And we'll tell you again, this timeout brought to you by STD Ray & Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Give them a call, 439-7557. That's STD Ray & Sons Insurance. They bring you our timeouts here on Ranger basketball. Here's your game clock, 1:46 remaining in the basketball game. Benton down by 4, 46-42. When we return to action, it will be Javon Williams at the line to shoot the 1 and bonus. And it's a 2-possession game right now. The 1:46 remains. Foul situation, 10 on Centralia, 8 on Benton. And Tom, the clock now becomes a factor with 1:46 to go. Still lots of time left, but that clock becomes more crucial now.
Yeah, and it puts Javon Williams at the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. Remember, he just was there 20 seconds ago and missed the free throw. But the thing about it, the Rangers got to go down and get a good shot. Got to knock it down.
Javon Williams shooting the 1 and bonus.
If you just joined us, the Rangers were down 13 early in the first half. and have battled back to within 3 or 4 and can't get over the hump.
Javon Williams, free throws up and no
Missed
good.
it.
Rebound, Parker Williams. Benton with a chance to cut into a 4-point lead. The Rangers have got an opportunity here. Centralia is certainly leaving that door cracked open. Here's Wills to the basket. A lot of contact, no call. They get it back to Javon Williams. He's in the open floor, and he's dangerous there. The Rangers let that possession get away from him. They had
That's
Wills
a good foul.
lined up on Matthew Patrick, and the official said that the ball slipped away. 1:22 to play, and going to the line will be Brian Meskel. He is a 5'7" sophomore. Has seen very little playing time in this sectional tournament. In the game now because of the foul trouble for Centralia. 46-42. These are the biggest free throws he's ever shot. Eyes the bucket, free throw up, and good. Ryan Meskel pushes the lead to 5 with 1:22 to play. Meskel, second free throw, got them both. Big free throws for the sophomore. The lead's back up to 6 with 1:20 to play. The Rangers need a basket, they need it in a hurry. There is Gary Gwynn, around to Parker Williams. And the Rangers throw away. Going to be a foul on Parker Williams. And Centralia can sense that the Rangers are in trouble here. 48-42 with 1:09 to play. It's a 2-possession game right now, and Dawson Berry can make it a 3-possession game. Free throw up and in. Berry's got 10. 49-42.
Dawson Berry's a nice player.
Second free throw, good.
4 in a row.
The lead is 8 with 1:08 to play. The Rangers have had some opportunities here. Oxford. The Rangers start away again. And that will probably be all she wrote. With 52 seconds to go, Centralia starts to celebrate. And the Rangers are down by 8 with 52 seconds remaining.
Rangers had 4 or 5 opportunities there in that fourth quarter and just couldn't get the ball to go in when they needed it. And then you look back in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter.
Javon Williams misses a free throw. Timmy Henson is fouled out. He is fouled out with 52 seconds to go. The Rangers have had some opportunities and didn't capitalize late. Parker Williams gets it back to Gary Gwynn. 51-42, Benton down by 9. Gary Gwynn puts up the shot, won't go. I bet he'll go to the line, shoot a pair with 45 seconds remaining. Hamilton Page will check in for the Rangers at the next opportunity. That'll be after the first free throw. 51-42. Free throw by Gary up and in. Gary Gwynn. Parker Williams comes out of the game. 51-43, Benton down by 8. Second one up by Gary up and in. So Gary gets a pair. Benton down by 7. Inbounds will come. They'll get it to Berry. Berry in the backcourt. Gets it across to Meskel. 38 seconds. And Meskel's going to be fouled by Gary Gwynn. And Gary Gwynn will foul out. Gary Gwynn fouled out. And he will head to the bench.
And the thing about the Centralia Orphans, Berry's their only senior that have played tonight. They're a very young team, but I tell you what, he's going to be hard to replace.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's a nice player.
Leadership and everything.
Meskel free throw up and good. The sophomore walked up there and hit 3 in a row now. Very little playing time. That doesn't matter. You get your opportunity, you take it. 52-44, Benton down by 8. 35 seconds to go.
second free throw, 52-44. Boy, now we know why he put him in.
Yeah. 4 free throws in a row for Meskel. The lead is 9 with 35 seconds to go. Centralia
got the flag flying.
They are enjoying this. And they've played well here tonight. Benton has had some opportunities. Wheels to the basket won't go. Parker Williams are going to wave it off. Parker on the push-off. And Centralia will have the basketball back. And the Rangers are in trouble here tonight. Be a shooting foul.
2 shots.
Hamilton Page went up and put it back in. He just sort of, nudged the little guy in front of him, get him out of the way so he could get the rebound. 53-44.
Patrick will shoot a pair. 10th foul on the Rangers. That's a double bonus now. Free throw by Patrick up and no good. He'll get one more. But it's a 9-point lead with only 28 seconds to go. And the Rangers are going to close it out here at home tonight.
The score doesn't indicate how hard the Rangers played tonight,
Benton hit a little lull in that second quarter when they were outscored. Here comes Austin Wheels. Around to Cade Thomas, back to Wheels, launches a 3, won't go. Rebound Javon Williams to Maines. The basket up and in, Jordan Maines. 14 seconds to go. The Rangers are going to close it out at 31-3. Centralia is going to get a 12-point win. Oxford's last shot as a Ranger is good. Derek Oxford, a 4-year starter for Benton, hits the last 3 of his career, and the Rangers lose it. 56-47. Centralia wins it, and the Orphans celebrate here at Rich Aaron Gymnasium tonight. And I want to say this. And don't get caught up on the tree in front of you. Look at the whole forest here. 31-3 on the season. 31-3, so 34 times we put the headset on, and 31 times came away a winner. This is a great Benton team and a lot to be proud of. And I know they're disappointed tonight. We're all disappointed tonight, but you got to focus on the whole picture here. And the picture is a great season, Tom.
Yeah, and if you told us back when we beat Hamilton County the first game of the Goreville tournament that they were going to go 31-3, get to the sectional final, and got back home to Rich Aaron and beat 15 or played 16 different 3A teams. Just a great and a great crowd. Great crowds which really motivated them. But the most important thing about these guys, they're great young men, and their future is unlimited, what some of these guys are going to do. Again, 56-47. Centralia will be moving to Springfield, where they'll play the winner of Springfield-Lampier, who was winning at half over Mount Zion.
Hey, tip your hat to Centralia. They did exactly what they had to do tonight. The things we were concerned about, Tom, Javon Williams getting in the middle of the floor, Dawson Berry, those things. But I think the X factor I mentioned in the pregame, Jordan Maines, is the difference in this basketball game.
Yes, he was dead-eye. He had 4 threes. It seemed like every time you turned around, he had a killer when they needed it. And the Rangers just couldn't get over the hump. As you said many times in the fourth quarter, they were right there on the verge, got it down to 3 so many times. But let's give credit where credit's due. Coach Lee Bennett and his Orphans, we wish him the best of luck in representing this regional up at state this coming weekend, because they certainly played well.
56-47, the Centralia Orphans win this one. And congratulations to Coach Lee Bennett and the Orphans on a great game here tonight and a nice win for their team and their program. And they'll head to Springfield next Tuesday to take on the winner of Springfield-Lampier Mount Zion. Springfield-Lampier led that game late in the Springfield-Lampier leads by 9. That's our last update I've had from Ron Vanhorn. That's in the fourth quarter. They're up by 9, and it will be Mount Carmel wins 67-55. Mount Carmel will play for the state championship tomorrow. In Class 2A, Oakville will play for the state championship in 1A. And the Rangers close it out here tonight with a 56-47 loss to the Centralia Orphans. And the Orphans, congratulations to Coach Lee Bennett and the Centralia Orphans on an excellent game tonight. They did what they had to do to win, and the things we were concerned about is exactly what the Rangers were concerned about. Centralia was able to do that, and so you tip your hat to the Orphans tonight as they continue on the postseason trail. Let's get a break in. Let's take 3 minutes, and we'll come back to Rich Aaron Jim with our postgame show, brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. Jesse Drew Rock and Material pregame show starts in 3 minutes, back after these messages.
Weeks in Benton is now your premier on- and off-road superstore with 6 franchises in one location. Weeks in Benton can handle all of your on- and off-road needs. Stop in and drive a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon or a Polaris General 1000 only at Weeks in Benton. If a truck's what you're looking for, you can stop in and save over $10,000 on a Crew Cab Ram or Silverado. If on-road is your thing, come in and take a look at the Challenger Hellcat. Shop your premier on- and off-road superstore in person or online at weeksinbenton.com.
Weeks in Benton, Southern Illinois' premier on- and off-road superstore, has made a few changes. Most of our changes cannot be seen with your eyes. They need to be experienced. If you have been a customer in the past, make your way back to Weeks in Benton and let us earn your business again. If you've never been to Weeks in Benton, the friendly and experienced sales staff will make your buying experience easy. Our service staff is here to assist with all your automotive needs. Shop your premier on- and off-road superstore in person or online at weeksinbenton.com.
Get on the cutting edge of style with training in cosmetology, barbering, nail technology, and aesthetics at Studio RLC Mount Vernon. Red Lake's trained instructors will teach you the latest trends and techniques to get you on the road to being a salon professional. Register today to get started this summer in the one-year cosmetology program. Contact Studio RLC by phone or visit them online at rlc.edu/Studio RLC. Red Lake College, your journey starts here.
Valvoline Express Care wants to know, when was the last time you had your oil changed? Go ahead and check the little sticker. Then get to Valvoline Express Care in Benton. They'll have you in and out in 20 minutes. They'll do a 12-point check of your vehicle, and they can do more than just change your oil. Valvoline Express Care in Benton has wipers, batteries, and they even sell tires. Don't dread your next oil change. Look forward to it with Valvoline Express Care in Benton. Locally owned by Jeff and Sarah Riggs. 1510 North Main Street in Benton. People's National Bank now has 2 great CD specials for you. A 24-month CD at 1.20% APY and a 38-month CD at 1.55% APY. Come in today to take advantage of this limited time offer. Stop by any People's National Bank location and open a 24-month CD at 1.20% APY or a 48-month CD at 1.55% APY today. People's National Bank, member FDIC, annual privilege note accurate as of March 7, 2017. $500 to open and obtain APY. Looks like an early spring may be on the horizon, and that means that honeydew list is going to be piling up. Jesse Drew Rock and Material has everything you need to spruce up your lawn and landscaping. They don't just deliver, they'll help you spruce up too. Brought with flowers, trees, fertilizer, soil, decorative rock, mulch, tools, and more. It's Jesse Drew Rock and Material in Benton and West Rayford. You'll find them at your fingertips at jessedrewrock.com. Call 932-8402. That's 932-8402. Ask them about mowing your lawn as well. Back to Benton Rangers basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to our postgame show here on Ranger Basketball. We're at Rich Aaron Gymnasium, the Class 3A sectional. The Centralia Orphans defeat the Benton Rangers tonight by a score of 56-47. 56-47, our postgame show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. If you need dirt, fill, sand, rock, mulch, or lime, the place to go is Jesse Drew Rock and Material. Jesse Drew Rock and Material. You can give them a call at 618-927-7857. That's Jesse Drew Rock and Material. They bring you our postgame show here on Ranger Basketball. Benton loses it tonight 56-47. The Rangers trailed at the end of the first quarter 15-10. They trailed by 11 at halftime, 27-16. Cut it back to 5 at the end of 3, 37-32. But could get no closer than 3 points down the stretch. Give Centralia credit. They did what they had to do. They hit their free throws down the stretch. They took care of the basketball. And the Centralia Orphans win it here tonight by a score of 56-47. We thank a host of people, Josh Connor, also Brian Gibson, Ron Van Horn. There's a lot of them sending us text messages that Lamphere wins tonight. Springfield Lamphere over Mount Zion, 75-60. So Lamphere will play Centralia at the Prairie State Convention Center in Springfield on Tuesday night in the Class 3A Super Sectional. So the Centralia Orphans will match up against a very good Springfield Lamphere team. Tom Wheeler alongside. Tom, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think you pretty well summed it up. The first quarter when they got down 15-6, and even in the fourth quarter when they cut it to 2 or 3 times, the ball just wouldn't go in the hole. I think Centralia did what they wanted, but the difference in the game, without a doubt, is this Jordan Maines. He come through with 23 points, including 4 threes, and he just hung around down there in that corner, and they did a good job. The whole secret to the whole season, though, I think, is even though the kids are really disappointed tonight, it will, I think, fire up the juniors, and the sophomores, seeing what a winning season would do for the town of Benton. But, geez, what a great group of seniors for Ronnie Weinmiller, and there's no doubt he's having trouble telling them bye right now. But I agree with you, as fans, you've got to be proud. I mean, no one thought they would beat Mount Vernon. No one thought they would, turn around and beat Marion, a really good Marion team, and then Carbondale. What a night that was last Friday night, and got back to Rich Herring Gym and beat Cahokia like they did, and stop and think, Jim, because you did an awful lot of games. Was there any time in these 33 games that the Benton Rangers ever embarrassed their coaching staff, embarrassed their parents, embarrassed the student body and administration? I mean, we've been around long enough. That's a compliment enough. And as I said earlier, I'll buy some stock in these seniors because they're going to be big-time citizens and dads.
56-47, Rangers lose it here, and we want to mention those. We're going to talk a lot here in our postgame about it, but we're going to mention those 5 seniors, Timmy Henson, Derek Oxford, Austin Wheels, also Scott Mosley and Tony Tillman. They say goodbye to Benton High School, or basketball anyway, here tonight, and I can't tell you what they've meant. I want to stress about all 5 of them, Tom. We talked to all 5 of them on senior night here and after the game, and of course you have Henson, a 3-year starter, Wheels, a 4-year player, 3-year starter, Oxford, a 4-year starter, and then you have Scott Mosley and Tony Tillman, who we talked to them that night, knew they weren't going to get a lot of playing time coming in, but they still stayed with it for their entire senior season. You got to measure the kids' character by that, I think, and so I think all 5 of these seniors really deserve kudos from us tonight, and we want to commend them and salute them and as you said, what a joy this season has been. There's not been one game we have broadcast and we have not been pleased, whether it was a win or a loss, with the way the Rangers and with their effort on the floor. So I echo your thoughts completely. And so in any event, the Rangers lose this one by a score of 56-47. Tom, run through the scoring for us, and we'll wait on Coach Weinmiller, as you said. I'm sure having a little trouble in that locker room talking to his players.
Austin Wells led the Rangers in scoring with 18 points, including a couple threes. Parker Williams ended up with 10 and 9 rebounds. And he didn't get a charge tonight, but I checked this afternoon. I had him with 18 charges on the year. Derek Oxford had 9 with 3 threes, 4 free throws in the last quarter for G-Man Garrick Wynn, and 6 points for Timmy Henson. Cade Thomas had a streak there in the third quarter where he had 3 straight assists that was getting us back in the game. The player of the game for Centralia has to be Jordan Maines. I mean, he had 23 points, including 4 threes. 5 points then for Jonathan Keeler, 3-pointer for Jamie Long early in the game, 11 points for Dawson Berry, but he really took over and started controlling the ball, and only 9 points. Only 9 points for Javon Williams, 4 points for Brian Mesco. The fresh sophomore came in, hit 4 big free throws. Matthew Patrick also hit a free throw. For the Rangers, they were 10 for 20 inside the arch, 5 for 14 from the three-point line, which they're usually better, but they were 12 for 15 from the free throw line. They just didn't get to the free throw line enough. But what a great, great season.
56-47, the Rangers lose it here tonight. Benton finishes out the year with an overall record of 31-3. They are the champions of the Benton Invitational Tournament. They finished second in the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic. They won the Benton Invitational. They won the Ohio Division in the River to River.
Yes. First time ever.
Won the Carterville Regional and turned in a great performance here in the Benton Sectional. And what a job they have done in rejuvenating and bringing back some of the great crowds we've seen at Rich Herron Gymnasium through the years. As it was standing room only in here tonight, and anybody that saw this game saw two teams leave everything on the floor and really give all they had.
And another flag will be put up for the Sweet 16 and 31-3. Just a great season. And I tell you what, even though all the Ranger fans, including, of course, me and the gym, are disappointed tonight, there's an awful lot of high school athletes that were here tonight watching these teams play that would have sure loved to be here. And I think that's the biggest compliment, that you've got kids from other schools coming to watch Benton play because of the way they do play.
I want to remind you that our post-game show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material, and also our Coach's View Report coming up here shortly, brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care. Skibo Family Eye Care, located at 4203 Williamson Place in Mount Vernon. For all your eye care needs, make an appointment with Dr. Emily Skibo at Skibo Family Eye Care, 4203 Williamson Place in Mount Vernon. Phone number 618-242-6338, or you can visit online, SkiboFamilyEyeCare.com. That's Skibo Family Eye Care. They bring you our Coach's View Report here on Ranger basketball. We're joined now by Benton coach Ron Weinmiller. And Ron, before we talk about tonight's game, first things first, 31-3 on the season. Ohio Division champions, BIT champions, regional champs at Carterville. Second place finish at the Duster Thomas Hoops Classic. Congratulations on a great season.
It's been a great season. You know, I just told him, and I told you this earlier, you know, not gonna cry because it's over. We're gonna smile because of the journey that we were on, you know. And these guys did some amazing things. I mean, we sold out Rich Herron Gym tonight, you know. And I told them this: it was not just for their basketball accolades. It was for their character that people came out and cheered for them. And, you know, we played for a 3A regional title, or a 3A sectional title, and there's not many people that would have given the Rangers that much a shot to beat Marion, to beat Carbondale, to beat Cahokia, and then really the score wasn't indicative as the game was. I think it got to 10, and you know, it was about a 6-7 point game there all the way down the stretch. So to our 5 seniors, they've meant so much to us and so much to you and I personally. But you know, I'm just so proud of these guys that I'm not gonna let one loss affect. I'm sad. I'm upset because we got beat, because it felt like we could have played better. I thought we missed some open shots early and got down 11 at the half, but we battled back in typical fashion of this group, and as a result of that, we made it very interesting down the stretch. And
Ron, you know, you talk about a game like this. Sometimes, you know, we can talk about the Javon Williamses and the Dawson Berries. We talk about some of the players for Benton, the Derek Oxfords and the Austin Willis. But sometimes it's a kid that, you know, I mentioned in the pregame, I thought Jordan Maines could be an X factor in this game. He's a great athlete, and when he's hitting that shot that he had tonight, clearly the Javon Williams can drive and kick it to him, and he took advantage of that. So I think he was really the difference in the ball game.
You know, if Maines makes shots, they're good, and we kind of threw everything but the kitchen sink at Javon, and we just really struggled to stay in front of him with his size and his strength, and he got downhill, and we had to force help or let him shoot layups, and Maines hit shots tonight, and as a result, they're moving on. If Maines doesn't make shots, we're probably moving on, you know, so sometimes it's that simple. And Ron, let's look over the entire picture on this one. I made the comment late in the ball game when the game had been decided. I think, you know, certainly this is a tough loss, a disappointing loss, but on the whole, I think you have to look at the whole picture here and not just focus on this one game. But 34 times this year your team went to battle, and 31 times they came out a winner. So I think when you look at the entire scope of what took place here, been an unbelievable great season with a great group of kids. Yeah, we're sure. You know, the last one always hurts the most, but on the flip side of that, let's look at all the good things we did. We were really the last Southern Illinois team playing, and we could just go on and on about these guys, but Derek Oxford's one of the best leaders I've ever seen of kids, and to throw him into that mix as a freshman and then see what he matured into 4 years later, it's been unbelievable to watch his maturation process right in front of us. And Wills has worked tirelessly to make himself a good player, and as a result, he's going to be an all-South kid, maybe even all-state. Timmy just continued to be a matchup problem for people, and Tony and Scott were good teammates and showed up every day to practice and worked hard, and so those 5 guys will be tough to replace, and I don't know that you can replace those guys like that, but we'll plug the holes and we'll be ready to go next November.
And I want to echo your thoughts on the seniors, all 5 of them. And we had a chance to interview them on senior night, and you talked to Mosley and you talked to Tony Tillman, and they told me they knew they weren't going to play a lot of ours. They weren't going to get him minutes unless the game was out of reach at the end, but they stayed with it and went to practice daily. And then you factor that, the character of those 2 young men, and then with watching these other 3 play and the way they handle themselves on and off the floor, you don't normally get senior classes like that across the board, I'll say.
No, absolutely not. And where everyone is about the team and nobody's out for their own thing. And as a result of that, great things happen, and we got beat by a good team. It's not like we got beat by by a slouch. I mean, we got beat by a really, really good team, coached by a really, really good guy, and as a result, we don't get a second shot at them like we did Pinckneyville, because I think we could beat them. Tonight wasn't our night, and as a result, you get in this kind of thing, one game where it means all, and it's over.
And the Rangers closed it out here tonight with a 56-47 loss to the Centralia Orphans. And Ron, you and I chatted a little bit before the game. I can remember some of those early seasons when the 10 and 20s and the record of 10 and 20 and sometimes single-digit wins in those first couple of years. But this certainly is a great something to build on. Not just something to say we accomplished this, we're going to go ahead and rest on this, but certainly something to build on here.
Well, they've set the standard, I remember having a conversation with you 4 years ago that I said, I looked at you at Pinckneyville in the little bitty gym, and I said, we're going to throw the little redheaded kid in the starting lineup. And he had 14 in the first half, if you remember that game against Lyon County, and just kind of willed himself to do it. And he has set the standard of how to lead teams. Wills has set the standard of what hard work looks like. Timmy has set the standard of what a great passing point guard looks like. Though the standard around here people will be judged by those guys. You go back to talk about the JoJo Johnson and the Tim Wills and the guys like that. That was the standard a generation ago. These guys will now be the standard that people are judged by, and it's a very, very good standard and a high standard that they're going to be held to.
Ron, we certainly have appreciated your time all year long, and not only here, but Saturday morning talking sports, and it's been an unbelievable ride for all of us at WQRL to broadcast this season. And as we said, 31-3, an unbelievable, great record. You look up at those banners, and only a couple times has Benton had that many wins in a season. So certainly that's something also as a standard that will be looked at for many years to come.
Sure, and before we go, I want to thank you and Tom and Mike Henson for filling in for Tom for a time, and for all your support and your help, and the radio station for doing the games. And I couldn't leave here without thanking my wife. She's the MVP of the home, and she holds it together, and she allows me to do this. And I looked at her tonight and I said thanks. I said this is why we came here 8 years ago, and just a kid in a dream, I guess, and now we played in front of a sold-out house at Rich Aaron Gym, and didn't turn out like we wanted, but I'm not going to hang my head, because we did a lot of great things. And the last thing I want to do is I just really want to thank my family. My extended family is always there to help, and thank my parents, and thank the parents of these kids, because they've been unbelievable to deal with all year, all summer, last year. And it's a long season for everybody, and we'll just kind of pick ourselves up off the mat and go forward.
Ronnie,
Thanks,
we
Jim.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time as always. Thank you much. That's Benton coach Ron Weinmiller. And again, our Coach's View report brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care, located at their new renovated location, 4203 Williamson Place in Mount Vernon. Let's get him one more quick 90-second break. We'll come back and wrap it up here from Rich Aaron Gymnasium. The Rangers lose this one tonight. 56-47 is the final. Back after these messages.
Weeks in Benton is now your premier on and off-road superstore with 6 franchises in one location. Weeks in Benton can handle all of your on and off-road needs. Stop in and drive a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon or a Polaris General 1000 only at Weeks in Benton. If a truck's what you're looking for, you can stop in and save over $10,000 on a Crew Cab Ram or Silverado. If on-road is your thing, come in and take a look at the Challenger Hellcat. Shop your premier on and off-road superstore in person or online at weeksinbenton.com.
Weeks in Benton, Southern Illinois' premier on- and off-road superstore, has made a few changes. Most of our changes cannot be seen with your eyes. They need to be experienced. If you have been a customer in the past, make your way back to Weeks in Benton and let us earn your business again. If you've never been to Weeks in Benton, the friendly and experienced sales staff will make your buying experience easy. Our service staff is here to assist with all your automotive needs. Shop your premier on- and off-road superstore in person or online at weeksinbenton.com.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason Rice Law Firm is built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew & Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com. Join an expanding healthcare field with a new degree or certification from Rend Lake College. Courses and internships for biomedical electronics technicians, certified medical assistants, and pharmacy technicians will get you experience working in hospitals, doctors' offices, and medical facilities. Train for an exciting career in these growing industries starting this fall. Contact Rend Lake College today by phone or visit them online at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College, your journey starts here. Back to Benton Rangers basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Rich Aaron Gymnasium with Tom Wheeler. I'm Jim Muir, and we come to the close of this high school basketball season. A couple things I want to get out of the way before we go. I want to pick a star of the game, and that's easy tonight. We're going to look at the whole season. We're going to say the Benton Rangers are the star of this game, and they have been for the last week or two as we've just enjoyed the team effort so much. So our player of the game, the Benton Rangers tonight, brought to you by Pate Funeral Home, 301 South Main in Benton. You can call 438-8711, or you can visit patefh.com to learn more about the services and to meet the caring staff at Pate Funeral Home. That's Pate Funeral Home. They bring you our player of the game here on Ranger Basketball. And again, our post-game show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. One other thing I want to mention before we get out of here is that we have followed a couple things very closely throughout the season. Derek Oxford will close out his career at Benton High School with 1,589 points. He is in the fourth spot all by himself. So Derek Oxford with 1,589 points is fourth in all-time scoring at Benton High School. And Austin Wheels finishes out his career with 1,078 points, and he's in 14th place overall at Benton High School in the all-time scoring list. So congratulations to those two seniors who have just been a joy to watch throughout their entire career here at Benton High School. Tom, a final thought?
Well, I think more than just watching them, we've watched them grow as young men and teammates and leaders. And the good thing about those two guys, they started together down in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and I just want to compliment their parents for doing such a great job of raising them. And pretty proud of Ronnie Weinmiller and Wade Thomas being an old fox. You know, there's a little fox in all of us that graduate from there. And I think they did a fabulous job because about mid-year they got that bullseye was on their back, you know, and they just kept winning, you know. And I think they, as well as the kids, don't really realize what they did yet. And after a while, it hurts tonight, but boy, it's just been a fabulous season for all the fans in Benton.
So again, congratulations to the entire team, and then particularly those 5 seniors. We'll mention them one more time. Derek Oxford, Timmy Henson, Austin Wills, Tony Tillman, and also Scott Mosley. And best of luck to them in their future endeavors. This Benton team, to me, has been a joy to watch throughout 34 basketball games, and we came away victorious 31 of those times. So what a great season it's been overall. And not sure exactly what the future holds as far as I'm concerned in broadcasting. And I can just simply say I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. And I don't know what I'll be doing. This could be my last basketball game, and if it is, what a great season to go out with. And I'm very much at peace with that. Haven't quite cleared in my mind yet what I want to do, but I know it's been just an unbelievable joy to do this season, and I've had a lot of fun working with you, Tom, so congratulations again on your best effort every night out. So thank you so much for your hard work throughout the basketball season.
Well, I appreciate it, and I certainly appreciate you giving me a chance to jump on this bandwagon, because 7, 8, 9 years ago when we started, you know, it was fun then, and it was fun tonight, and you just well, usually I finish this with let's do it again Friday night.
And we'll have a kind of a culture shock now to try and get we've always got something going on. I think maybe life might slow down just a tad bit, you know, over the next couple of weeks anyway. But in any event, it's been a great season, and we've enjoyed it. I want to say a big thank you to the good folks at WQRL who give us a lot of opportunities to broadcast and to extend things and do extra things with our broadcast. So we certainly appreciate that. And also want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Definitely. If it was not for the sponsors, we wouldn't be doing these games. And also to Benton High School for allowing us to and helping us throughout the season, and particularly with the streaming that's been so popular.
Oh, man.
Jeremy Jackson did a great job getting this put together, and of course the Benton High School, Ryan Miller, and I think we've had just unbelievable compliments from all over the United States from folks who've got to watch these broadcasts, and so that's just been an added bonus to kind of the exclamation point on the season, I believe. So in any event, for the final time this year, we're going to wrap things up here from Rich Aaron Gymnasium, and we had both. We've had a little fun. We've got 2 engineers who have worked with us throughout the season. We've got Dylan Snyder and Dylan Sneed, so we just named them D. Snyder and D. Sneed, and tonight we have both of them with us in the broadcast booth, or in the studio back on North Main. D. Sneed and D. Snyder both were with us tonight, so we appreciate them for the hard work they do and for taking care of all the hard work back there. We just got the easy part here, telling you what's going on at the game. So with that said, for Dylan Snyder and for Dylan Sneed and for Tom Wheeler, I'm Jim Muir, speaking for all the good folks at Dana Communications. We sure hope that you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. The Rangers close out the season here tonight. A great season, 31 and 3. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. Don't focus on this game. Focus on that 31-3 mark and the great accomplishments of this team from November the 30th right straight through here to March the 10th. With that said, for the final time this year, so long from Rich Aaron Gymnasium. Good night from Benton, and God bless you.